Hey gang, Carl White here, broadcasting out of beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. Today we're going to talk about the seven costly mistakes that loan officers make with real estate agents that keep them from getting referrals. Hey, go, Carl. Why do you talk about this topic? Well, I think we all know why. The 67% of all purchase loans are done with the loan officer that the real estate agent recommends. That's a startling stat. I saw that. And that was very impressive. Um, yeah. So obviously this is a really, really big deal because it's responsible for 67% of all closings. By the way, second place was past database referring to you came in second place. So really, if we kind of focus on the realtors and our past database, gosh, everything else is really just nickels and dimes, and that's not my study. That was a nationwide study. So anyway, all right. So you're listening to Loan Officer Freedom, number one podcast in the world today, done by somebody that makes more money doing what I teach than selling what I teach. And I think that's what sets myself and Jimmy apart, I think, from everybody else in the industry, is we actually make more money doing what we teach than selling what we teach. So the idea behind that, frankly, is just that, the stuff that we teach, it's what we're doing, and that's what makes us most of our money. And we're both, we both have, very good seven-figure income. So, all right. So what we're going to talk about is the seven costly mistakes that loan officers make with real estate agents to keep them from getting referrals. Now, a lot of loan officers think the reason they're not getting more agent referrals is because of the market, or because gee rates are too high, or because agents are already loyal to somebody else. And sure, I mean those things all play a part. But I find that most of the times the real reason is a lot more simpler than that. And they're making a few very fixable mistakes in how they approach real estate agents. And those mistakes keep them from getting the meeting, keep them from building trust, and keep them from earning referrals. So today, I'm going to walk you through the seven of the biggest mistakes that I see. And more importantly, how do we actually fix them? Because the good news is none of these are permanent problems. Every single one of them can be fixed, and I think fixed pretty rapidly. So, all right, mistake number one. And by the way, I think I've been guilty of all seven of these at one point in my career. So mistake number one: talking too much about themselves and not enough about the agent. There's a reason I put this as number one. It's a big one. A lot of loan officers, they go into a meeting with a real estate agent trying to impress them, so they start talking about their company or their rates, their products, their service, their turnaround times, their app, their process, their team. And before you know it, the loan officer's done 90% of the talking. Meanwhile, the realtor's sitting there wondering one thing: can you help me get more deals? That's really what they want to know. So the best conversations I found with real estate agents are not built on talking. They're built on asking. Ask questions, right? Ask them where their business comes from. Ask them what kind of buyers they want more of. Ask them what frustrates them about their current lender. Ask them where their deals tend to fall apart. And ask them what they wish their lender would do better, right? Great questions. And one thing that I have found is the more they talk, the more I learn. And frankly, the more you learn, the easier it is to show them how you can actually help, right? So stop trying to impress them with a monologue. Get curious, ask questions, shut up and listen, right? That's what one of my mentors told me one time. So, Carl, ask questions, shut up and listen. All right. So, all right. Mistake number two: leading with rates and products instead of results and problem solving. This is another really, really super common mistake. So I find that too many loan officers, like they lead with like rate sheets and loan products, and they think that's the hook, and they think that's what makes them sound valuable. But most real estate agents are not out there looking for a walking rate quote, right? They're looking for a partner. They're looking for somebody that can help them win more deals, convert more of the leads that they already have. They want somebody that can communicate well, and they want somebody that can help the buyer actually get to the closing tables. These are the biggest complaints by far that I've heard of real estate agents across the years, and I communicate with thousands and thousands of real estate agents, right? So they want somebody to help them solve their problems. Especially, and again, we're talking about the top producers, right? The bottom producers, they have a different set of problems, but the top producers, They want somebody that can help them solve their problems, right? So, and I'm not saying products don't matter, right? Products matter, sure. Do rates matter? Of course. But that's rarely what makes you stand out, because the truth is, like, every loan officer says they have great programs, every loan officer says they're competitive, but that doesn't make you memorable. What makes you memorable is when you talk about the outcomes, their outcomes, the outcomes they can benefit from. You know, the fewer surprises, smoother closings, better communication, faster follow up, helping convert more leads. Boy, that's a big one. We're going to visit that one here in just a second. Helping rescue deals before they die, and that's the kind of language that gets like the high producing realtors' attention. Mistake number three: not clearly explaining how you help the agent make more money. Right. So we kind of talked about this on the last one here, but this one is huge and is certainly worthy of its own number here. So a lot of loan officers are actually quite valuable. Like, they have great ideas and they can really help agents, but they don't know how to say it clearly. So they fall back on all, kind of vague statements like, I give great service or something like that, or I really care about my clients, or I'm always available. Well, that's nice. Well, the always available thing, that's nice, except for like your family or your friends, right? It's not nice for them, I suppose. So yeah, you might want to kind of work on that one. But anyway, all the loan officers say those things, but what the real estate agent is really wondering is, how do you make me make more money? Right? That's the question. And they need a clear answer. And this is where something like the follow up refer back program becomes so powerful. Like, it's by far the number one thing that helps our loan officers get a lot more referrals and a lot more closings from agents, is a follow up refer back program. And basically, what that is, like, most realtors have a pile of leads that are never converted, right? And it's not because they're bad leads, but because there wasn't enough follow up, or the timing wasn't right, or the lead got busy, or the lead just fell through the cracks. The realtor got busy. They didn't follow up on all the open house visitors they got. And if you can help them recover just one or two of those lost opportunities, I mean, that's real money, right? If you help them get just one more lost opportunity into a closing for the month, well, that's 12 more closings for you and 12 more for them. And I find that a lot of times when I'm helping the real estate agents follow up on their closing, follow up on all the leads that they're not able to keep up with, that frankly they get a lot of listings out of that too, right? So instead of saying like, I give great service, maybe say something like, hey, one of the ways I help agents make more money is I help them re-engage leads that didn't convert the first time. We call it the follow-up refer back program. And if I can help you recover even one extra closing from leads that frankly you already paid for, like one per month, that's an extra closing per month. I mean, that's money in your pocket. Now that gets attention, right? That's specific. It sounds different, right? So you need to be able to clearly explain how you help real estate agents get more closings, more listings, more buy sides, more money, save more deals, convert more of the leads that they already have. So we find that the bottom producers are like, hey, I need some leads, and the top producers, they got leads, they just need to convert more of them, right? And that's what the follow up refer back program helps with. By the way, if you want to, like, we'll walk you through the whole thing, like literally for free. If you just go to getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com, it'll a little information. It'll take you, the next page will take you to a calendar. Pick a time and date that works best for you, and they'll literally walk you through. And it's not a teaser thing. Like, they'll walk you through start to finish what the follow up refer back is. All right, mistake number four, and that's getmoreloans.com. Getmoreloans.com. If you haven't done that recently, I'd highly recommend that you do that. So, all right, and there's no catch to that. Obviously, we're looking for people to join our memberships, right? There's no hiding of that fact, of course. But we found the best way to demonstrate we can help people is by actually helping them first before they invest $1. So that's what we do. That's how we roll around here. All right, number four, being inconsistent with follow up. This kind of goes sort of in how you help real estate agents in the prior one. So being consistent with follow, this is where a whole lot of potentially great relationships die. So like a loan officer, they have one great conversation, they have one really good meeting, and then they disappear, or they follow up once or twice, don't get immediate response, and think, oh, the real estate agent didn't like me. I'm not good enough, and move on. And number one, it's all a lie, and it's a huge mistake. So, and we all know this, right? That referral relationships, they're built upon like consistency, not intensity. Consistency, not intensity. So, yeah, yeah, consistency is a big deal on like building relationships with people because and we all know this. Like one great date doesn't you know put a couple together. Like one great meeting usually doesn't create the trust, right? Trust is built over time, and trust is built up by showing up. Trust is built by staying top of mind, and and the other thing is the follow up doesn't have to be complicated. Like it can be a quick text, a short email, a simple video message, a phone call, a useful market update, maybe an idea that you can give them, a script that they can use, an invite to a class. Like in our membership, we have a monthly class for real estate agents. We call it National Mastermind, Agent Mastermind. And it's where we get a top producing real estate agent and interview them, and all of your real estate agents can attend this, and you get a special link so you know which real estate agents are there because of the link that you put out. So you can put a unique link to you on social media, or email it out, or do a quick video on it. And it's really great stuff. And you can take some of the ideas from this monthly class and frankly repurpose it into a phone call for anybody that didn't attend the class. So yeah. Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. So consistency is a really big deal, and just share stories. Um, yeah, like a quick success story of how you helped another agent, helped them get another listing by following up on leads from an open house that they did like 3 months ago and didn't have a chance to follow up with everybody. So, but the key is this: you stay in touch in a way that brings value, right? Not just, hey, I'm just checking in. Uh, yeah, you got you're bringing something to the table, and so just like just consistently showing up with something useful, right? That's how trust gets built. Number five, we've all been guilty of this one, right? Only reaching out when the loan officer needs business. Look, real estate agents and everybody else can smell this a mile away. If the only time a loan officer calls is when their pipeline is slow, I mean, the whole thing kind of feels, I don't know, transactional, I guess. And it feels like, hey, I need something from you. And people don't like that feeling, right? You don't like it. I don't like it, right? Nobody likes feeling used. But the top producing loan officers, they build referral relationships by becoming helpful before they need anything, right? They share ideas, they connect agents to resources, they solve problems, they celebrate wins, right? Celebrate when the agent has a win. They invite them to trainings, right? They bring value before they ask for business, and you're going to find that, and I guess we already intrinsically all know this. It changes the whole relationship when you do that. So instead of saying, "Hey, do you have anybody you can send me?" You show up with something useful, right? And then over time, and not a long time, this can be kind of a short time, the business conversational becomes natural. And so you want to be like known as a resource, not as just as a request. And when I say these things can happen fast, I mean this like literally by the third meeting, it's not uncommon at all, for us starting getting referrals. Frankly, sometimes we get referrals even after the first or second meeting, right? But the consistency is what wins the game. And understand also, by the way, that these top producing agents, like if they just refer you one deal a month and you make $3,000 per closing, that relationship is worth 36 grand. Heck, if it's just one every other month, that's $18,000 per new relationship. So it's worthy of a little extra work. And of course, it doesn't happen in 5 minutes, right? You're not going to earn $36,000 in 5 minutes. But the good news is it doesn't take 5 months either. Like this can happen pretty fast, right? So, all right. Number six, trying to work with every agent instead of the right agents. Oh my God, have I been guilty of this one? I'm telling you firsthand, this one can cost you a ton of time and a ton of frustrations. And so I find that like a lot of law officers say they want agent referrals, so they go after every agent they can find. They chase everybody, any name, any office, any person with a license. And what you'll find is that's going to spread you way, way, way too thin. And I learned early on, look, every agent isn't a fit. Even every qualified agent is a fit, right? And certainly not every agent is active. I'm trying to remember the number. I saw a number that Brian Stevens shared me. It was something like, it was crazy. Something like 71% of all licensed real estate agents had zero deals in the last 12 months. Like, so it's crazy. So you can't just, call any and every agent, right? You got to focus on the right agents, the ones that are actually doing the business. And frankly, it's never been easier to hook up with those agents. We use a system called Model Match, modelmatch.com. And actually, I think there's a special link. They'll give you a discount. What is that link? I think it's, I think it's MMA for Mortgage Marketing Animals, MMAmodelmatch.com. They're already, to my knowledge, the cheapest in the industry. And when you go MMAmodelmatch.com, they even give you a further discount. And so they offered to write me a check. I said, I don't need a check, just give a discount. So nothing wrong with them writing me a check, by the way, but they're not. So all right. Let's see, where were we at here? Got off on a bunny trail. So I think I was talking about make sure you're going after only the qualified agents. The ones that have enough activity that relationship actually matters because your time is limited, your energy is limited, and I've heard some people say, well, Carl, I'm gonna practice on the lower producers. Don't do that. Practice on the real ones. If you practice on the lower producer, frankly, they have different rebuttals, and they don't have any business to send you. Right. So if you're going to practice on somebody, let's practice on the real thing. Right. You don't need everybody. What you're going to find is you just need the right few. Number 7, quitting too early. Whew. This one right here is probably more common than like most people realize. So a ton of loan officers, they give up right before something would have started working. They make a few calls, they have one meeting, they don't get an immediate referral, and then they move on and they think, well, that didn't work, right? But again, like we said earlier, trust doesn't happen in one conversation, right? Most great referral relationships, they're built upon repeated proof that you're going to show up, repeated contact, repeated value, repeated professionalism. Like you're showing them that you're going to follow up on their leads like you follow up on them. Right. So a lot of loan officers aren't failing because they're doing the wrong thing. They're failing because they didn't do the right thing long enough. Right. Let me say that one more time. A lot of loan officers aren't failing because they're doing the wrong thing. They're failing because they didn't do the right thing long enough. Again, like I said earlier, consistency beats intensity. And by the way, you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to stay in the game long enough for the trust to form. So all right. Just real quick, let's review the 7 costly mistakes. Number 1, talking too much about yourself. Number 2, leading with rates and products. Number 3, not clearly explaining how you help agents make more money. Number 4, being consistent with follow up. Number 5, only reaching out when you need business. Totally uncool. Number 6, trying to work with every agent instead of the right agents. And number 7, quitting too early. So, yeah. I guess the big takeaway on this one is real estate agents aren't looking for another loan officer. They're looking for a partner, right? They want somebody that understands their business. They want somebody that's going to help them make more money. They want somebody to help them make them look good, right? By helping them following up on the leads that they already have. You don't have to provide leads. The average top producing agent only closes 1 out of 20 of their leads. They don't need more leads. They just need help closing more of the ones they got, right? So, yeah. Hey, and you know what? I find they also want somebody that helps them close deals with less drama. So anyway, yeah, you don't need 100 agents sending you business. You just need a handful of the right ones. So anyway, look at these 7 mistakes. Ask yourself which one or which I had to ask myself which ones am I making right now? And most of it's going to find like it's not all 7. Like figure out which one moves the needle for you the most right now. And just fix that one first. You don't have to fix them all. Fix the one that moves the needle the first or moves the needle the most. And then fix that one. And then once you fix that one, well, then fix the next one. And just keep showing up. Because I tell you one thing that I have found, and Jimmy and I have been really talking about this. The loan officers that win, almost never the most talented, right? They just do it, right? They just follow the plan. They're the ones with the 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 most clear uh, and the most consistent, right? So that's the name of the game. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let's see. I always like to have a call. Hey, I tell you what. Hey, I would really appreciate the review. So if you've been listening to this for any length of time, um, boy, I got one ask, and that's just leave an honest review, like whatever it is. Obviously, we like the 5-star reviews. Just leave an honest review, and next week I'll start reading some of these. I'll start reading some of the reviews, and if I read yours, I don't know, we'll send you a nice little, I don't know, we'll send you a nice little something. So be sure to leave a review, and if I read yours, we'll send you a nice little something. I don't know what I'll send you. It won't be steak knives. It'll be something kind of cool. So we'll think some. We'll think. I'll think something. I'll think something. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'll put some thought to it, and it won't be like a cheesy ink pen with my picture or something on it. Like that would even be something that you would want. So all right. So that's my ethical bribe. Yeah, just leave an honest review, right? Whatever it is. So, yeah, and the person that wins is something like we'll just randomly pick them and read that. So we'll make it totally cool. So, all right, yeah, whatever platform you're on, leave a review and we'll be reading them. So, all right, I think that's it. I said that enough times. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for those of you left reviews in the past. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you on the next episode of Loan Officer Freedom. Thanks, Eric. Thanks again, everybody. Hey, and don't just listen to these things. Take action. Like do something. Do something. Helping a lot of families, helping a lot of realtors, helps you make a lot of money. And gosh, it's just everybody wins that way. The borrowers win because they're talking to an ethical loan officer. The real estate agent wins because you help them close more deals, and you and your family win because you make more money to make the world a better place. So cool. All right, thanks. I'll see you. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks again. Bye bye.